Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. I like the way they were being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Throwing, Jones. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Out left, Ellison's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards left on 2nd down. Back to throw here. That one, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Patriots have it. And maybe that one caused by the... Rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They were direct with us. They said last week his 3 fumbles. We want that to be an aberration. Another one right there, though.
And it's going to drive them crazy because we saw them coaching, and all they talked about is the 4 points of pressure when carrying the ball. Fingertips, forearms, biceps, sternum or chest, keeping it high and tight, and they're not getting that done.
All teams go over those points of pressure?
They go over them all the time, and sometimes it becomes 5 points of pressure when you bring the second arm in to cradle the football.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Room here to run. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now, get some points on this drive.
Now Jones. He completes it to Tompkins. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets it to Strong. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Option play. Here's Strong. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jones now throwing on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
A final shot before break. Jones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Straight ahead is Strong.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He'll buy some time right.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Jones on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Jones on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Handoff, Strong running left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. But it's caught. Tompkins.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run on the draw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
No, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
He got that time. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. To throw is Jones. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Strong. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you get to win 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.